The recording. Now we have started the recording. Yes, it started now. Hi, good morning. Call me F Qigong. Thursday morning. Okay, I'm super excited. Today is going to be super fun. We are going to be doing experimental Qigong. I have been working on sort of creating my own form, so I'm going to workshop that today as we go through it. So I'm so excited you're here. We're gonna have lots of fun today. We're going to start a little differently, so go ahead and get ready. Come on out. Yay. Okay. We're just going to go straight into it. There's going to be 7 movements. I call it 7 element. So within traditional Chinese medicine, there are 5 elements, and they are wood, water, earth, fire, metal. But then in traditional Tibetan medicine, there are also 5 elements, but instead of wood and metal, it's space and air, right? And the air one kind of coincides with more of like the Western, like the 4 elements, and then the 5th element is always is it Mila Jovovich, I think, is the 5th element, which is like the supreme being, the unification of those. But anyway, so I've always thought that like they deserve to be together, and so there's 7 elements total. And if you think about it, like there's 7 chakras. There's a lot of 7 things, so it's always been something I think about and that I work with. So today we're going to be doing 7 element Qigong, and I'm super excited about it. So we're just going to workshop it. We're going to see how it feels. Good morning. Oh my gosh, and I'm so glad that we did that because my headset just told me the battery's low. So let me replace it real quick. Ta-da! Take me 2 shakes. Okay, can everybody still hear me just fine? Yay, okay, perfect. All right, let's get to it. 7 element Qigong. So we're going to start out with the earth element. And what we're going to do with earth element is we're going to do a little bit of posting. So I want you to do your shoulder width and then go just slightly. So you're kind of like the outsides of the shoulders. And then let's start with just a circle breath to center. Good. And then we put a slight bend in the knees. And we hold our post here, kind of like we're holding a pail of water, right? Or hugging a tree. The thing that makes this about the earth element is the kind of sinking down and the rooting into the earth. So feel everything go down into your legs and down into the earth. And just breathe deeply, breathing into that lower dantian. Thinking about letting the shoulders relax away from the ears, making that neck nice and long. Good. Keeping everything nice and relaxed. Move forward and backwards just a little bit on your feet and try and find that spot right in the middle where your weight is balanced evenly across the whole foot front to back. Let your toes connect, all of them. Feel even that pinky toe pressing down, connecting into the earth. Good. You can experiment with it a little bit if you want to like try going a little deeper, or if it starts to hurt, think about like coming up a little bit, but don't ever lock those knees out. We always want a little bend in them. Think about whatever feels good to you. Let's do 3 more deep breaths all together, holding our earth pose. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the neck long, feeling the weight travel down into the feet. Good. We're going to come up. Take your heels out and then take your feet out so that your toes are pointing out just a little bit wide. And then we're going to take a big stretch like this. Good. And as we go into metal, we're going to bend and dig down into the ground, pulling it out and into our chest, rotating so that the palms touch right here, or the backs of the hands. And then we come up and rotate out, really opening up the chest. Good. Coming down. Reaching into the earth, pulling out the deep ore and the metal and the chi. Opening up. Good. Yes. Digging down in. I like to inhale as I come up right here. Keep inhaling and make a nice big inhale, opening up that chest and those lungs. And exhale as we come down. Digging and pulling. Good. Awesome. Keep going. Good. This is our metal element. So in the elemental series, metal lies deep within the earth. That's the ore, right? So that's how, after our earth posture, the earth generates metal by digging deep down into it to find it. So have that idea in when you go down, we're digging deep down and we're finding those precious metals and we're pulling them up into our chest and then opening up. Good. So one of the breathing patterns that I like for this one, if you want to break it up into 2, as we inhale here, real big, and then exhale down. And then inhale as you draw it into your chest. And exhale as you reach up. And then inhale as you open. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This can allow for a really nice, slow expression of this movement. Good. You guys keep going. Good. You guys look great. Good. Digging down. Yes. Good. Pull those precious metals into your body. Good. All right. We're going to keep going. Good. Oh, you guys keep going. Let me check. Got a little chat bubble. All right. Just a little bit of troubleshooting. Good. All right, let's all do one last one all together. And exhale down. Coming back to center. Good. Our next movement is water. So metal generates water, right? We think about like when metal expands and contracts, it creates that condensation. So we're going to start by just kind of moving our arms like this, kind of like if we were in water. Just moving it around like this. Yeah. Good, and then let that go into swinging arms. Good. So let your arms stay totally relaxed, like noodles. And let your spine stay nice and straight and solid as it turns. So water's a really cool element, right? It's both hard and soft, right? Water, it's like, it's easy to push through, right? It kind of molds to wherever it wants to go. And yet it can be one of the most destructive forces on the planet, but it's also like the basis of life. So how we embody that in this movement is thinking about that spine, right? Keep going. That spine being like really sturdy and just kind of twisting like this. And then our arms are just kind of like loosey-goosey. And we have like both of those elements. We feel the strength and the sturdiness of water is still at the same time that yielding power of it. Good. Good, and we can let that slow down, and let's go back to just kind of playing with the water around us. Good. All right, and our next movement is the wood element, and it is repulse the monkey, which if you've done any Tai Chi before, you are familiar with it. So how that looks, we're going to hold our hands here, and then one hand is going to reach behind us, come up, and then press and pull with both hands. And then do it again on this side. Yes, good. So we kind of like think about reaching up, and then we bring it kind of right in front of the shoulder, and then we push on that midline. So like both hands are kind of coming towards each other. Yeah, let me do a side view for you. Good. Good. So we think about the wood element with this one, right? We think about kind of like that pushing and pulling as a representation of balance, which is what the wood element is all about. If we're too rigid and inflexible, we snap, which is why the wood element is also related to anger and irritability. So we want to be able to change and move and bend and sway in the wind. But we also have to have strong boundaries, or else we're going to be blown over and uprooted. And then we can't help anyone or do anything. Which is why the wood element is also about healthy boundaries. Good, I want you guys to keep going, and I'm gonna come take a look. Good. Good. One thing to consider when we're doing it, right, when we're here, right, like right here, let that hand come down and then let that other hand turn so kind of both hands were kind of like doing like this movement, right? Yeah, and then we just bring that in. So then here. Yes, good. On your next one, I want you to just push both hands, leave one hand out, push the other out, and let the hands come down. Good. As we lead into air, we're going to raise our hands up as we inhale, extending them up, and then going to one side, going to the other side, and coming back down. Good, and we inhale, extending up into the sky, waving one direction, waving the other direction, and coming back down. Good. Yeah. Feel yourself grow tall, reaching up and waving in the wind. So we just did our wood element, and now we're thinking as wood generates air, right? Trees and plants circulate that CO2 into oxygen for our planet. We can think of ourselves as like these trees growing and extending and reaching up into the air, and we become that place where trees turn CO2 into oxygen, letting that air fill our body. Good. Awesome. And I want you to really forget about your breath on this one. Just breathe when you need to breathe. And feel that connection. Good. All right, one more. Really feel yourselves reach tall, extending, opening, and coming down. Good. We move into our next element, fire. And you guessed it, we're gonna shake. This is fire, yeah. We just feel that jiggle and that shake and that move, just like fire, right? It's vibrant, it vibrates. It moves around. Let yourself move around, just feel it all. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. We're gonna do this for a little while, like usual. I usually say at least 60 seconds, 120 seconds is better. Let your shoulders jiggle up and down. Feel everything move. Yeah. Good. Yeah, explore it. Move all around. 15 more seconds. You got this. Two, one. Let it come to a stop. Our next movement, space or ether. Inhale. Gathering chi. Exhale. Feeling your body awake and vibrant after the nice little jiggling session. Feel all those tingles. Feel the chi just coursing through your body. So we think about ether, the seventh element, the element that sort of contains all the other elements. Think of it as being more like that fifth element from the movie, right? The unification of all the elements. It represents connection, oneness. When we draw our big circle, we think about feeling that connection and oneness to everything around us, while still drawing chi in. Good. Yes. All right. Let's do one more all together. Really sink down. Hands come to the sides. Close your eyes for a minute. Breathe deep into that Dantian. Feel that balance. Feel the body awake, vibrating and full of energy, yet calm and grounded. Thank you so much for coming today. This is the new experimental Qigong. We're going to keep trying it out. I'd love to know what you think. Leave me some comments. If you're in class, stay after. We'll talk about it. And I can't wait to see you. Okay. Bye.